Welcome into the Immigrant Podcast. Program is brought to you by Nothing But Net International. I'm your boy Nikolai Hill. Appreciate you taking the time out to be with us here today. Hey, starter NFL free agency today, and we've seen record things happen, and it's something that we've never experienced before at this part of the year in the National Football League season, the off season. And just the changes that are happening today, just not only in quarterbacks, but just players in general, is unprecedented. We're talking about free agents like Justin Fields already switching teams. He's going to be the next Jets quarterback. I got to say, I approve of that one. Sam Darnold is going to be the Seahawks quarterback, and that's really just to name a few. We haven't even gotten to the main point of the day yet. I'm doing this episode somewhere around midday on March 9th. Okay, so there's going to be a lot more to go, but I want to talk about the free agency and of course the NFL draft coming up as well, and what teams I'm going to benefit most from this offseason, 2025 NFL offseason. Of course, congratulations to all the Philadelphia Eagles fans and Eagles Nation out there. I'm happy for y'all. Even as a Cowboy fan, we're wishing you the best, of course, going into the offseason as well. We talked about free agency. Saquon has already re-signed with the Eagles, and he's got a really big contract. But I just want to, stay focused on definitely on what's happening today. So Aaron Rodgers is still out there. We know that Geno has been traded to the Raiders, and Raiders made a lot of moves, giving Max Crosby a record contract, at least a record contract at the time, until a few days ago when the Cleveland Browns signed a big contract with Myles Garrett. But what does it say for not just for the players themselves? They are signing, not changing teams, but additionally to changing teams, they're signing record contracts, signing bonuses that are contracts for $100 million, and players are getting $55 million guaranteed at that $100 million. So the money is out there. The NFL is in a better place than it's ever been before. The numbers last season, when we just run the numbers wherever you want to look, the numbers were up. It doesn't take the Dallas Cowboys. It doesn't take the New England Patriots to drive the needle for what's happening in the NFL. The Kansas City Chiefs, the Philadelphia Eagles was a perfectly amazing Super Bowl matchup. Now, the game didn't go the way that most NFL fans was, but the matchup starting at the start of the season, a lot of fans would hope that that's going to be possibly two teams that you would see in the Super Bowl, and that's what happened. But free agency this season is making it, now we know that teams are not going to make it easy for the Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles to have a rematch in the Super Bowl next year. The Cleveland Browns they're making moves, of course, signing Myles Garrett, like teams like the Chicago Bears. They haven't gone very, very flashy with their signings, but they've bolstered their offensive line, which is exactly what they needed to do for them to progress next year in the NFC North. We're happy about this, obviously. If I talk about it from this perspective, the immigrant perspective, over 70% of the National Football League are either African American, which is the dominant race, or Latin American, Polynesian, a few others as well. So the benefit for the increases in salary overall for creating generational wealth for a lot of people, this is a good thing. That's why I always talk about the NFL on my podcast and the NBA, because the predominant players in these leagues are African American. I obviously want to highlight them, something that I'm very knowledgeable about. So we're going to continue to do it. And there are going to be more signings to come this NFL offseason. There's going to be a lot of rich black dudes, going forward this offseason. And when we enter the NFL draft as well, there's going to be a lot more. We talked about the two quarterbacks already, Cam Ward, the Miami Hurricanes quarterback, and Shedeur Sanders, the Colorado, Buffalo's quarterback. They're still going to be in it, and there are going to be others as well. Lots of skill position players. And I just wanted to, we want to, of course, I always find a way to put Coach Prime as a part of my broadcast because my favorite guy, my favorite athlete, at least. But lately, even his son has taken a little bit of flack for I don't know, maybe his appearance when it comes to the combine or not actually participating in the combine. And I personally want to know if that's gonna affect his draft status. And of course, the things that his father and himself have been saying throughout this process. So, but that's a player that can help a team immediately. I think he's a cerebral quarterback. I think the measurables, speed, jump in height, of course, whatever they call it in the combine, those are not pivotal, the main things for a quarterback. It's processing and being able to process and then make a decision in your play. And that's why quarterbacks like Sam Darnold and Geno Smith and others, Justin Fields, even though he's had a struggle in the first 4 or 5 years of his career, his potential is there. And there are teams, just like the Steelers did last year, that know that the potential is there, and it's only take the wholeness or the honing from that quarterback guru or that head coach to bring the best out of that quarterback. It's only 32 jobs. And they're primetime jobs, some of the best in the world. And so it's not an accident why these players continue to get an opportunity to play the quarterback position. And overall, the NFL free agency conundrum continues throughout the day. We'll give you more as well. Immigrant Podcast, I'm trying. I'm doing my best to keep it coming. Until next time, I'm your boy Nikolai Hill. Take it easy.